Introduction. Understanding the lunar influence on agriculture. The moon has long been believed to influence crop growth and harvest cycles. While scientific research on this topic is still developing, many farmers and gardeners follow lunar calendars, believing that the moon's phases can impact plant health and productivity. Understanding how the moon's phases affect agriculture can provide insights into optimizing crop yields. The basics of the moon's phases. The moon goes through 8 distinct phases, ranging from the new moon to the full moon and back again. These phases are linked to different aspects of lunar energy, including gravitational pull, which varies depending on the moon's position in its orbit. Farmers have historically aligned planting and harvesting activities with these phases to harness the perceived lunar effects on growth. New moon. A time for planting below the ground. The new moon, when the moon is not visible from Earth, is thought to be a good time for planting root crops. This phase is associated with energy and new beginnings, promoting strong root growth. Farmers often plant crops like carrots, potatoes, and beets during this time, believing that the moon's gravitational pull helps the seeds establish strong, deep roots. Waxing moon. Ideal for above-ground crops. As the moon moves from the new moon toward the full moon, it enters the waxing phase. This is considered the best time to plant above-ground crops such as leafy greens, tomatoes, and beans. The increasing light and gravitational pull during this phase are believed to encourage vigorous growth in stems and leaves, leading to healthier, faster-growing plants. Full moon. Time for harvesting and pruning. The full moon, when the moon is fully visible and its light is at its peak, is often seen as a time for harvesting. The moon's energy is believed to encourage the final growth stages of crops, making fruits and vegetables more abundant and flavorful. Many farmers believe that harvesting during this phase helps preserve the crop's vitality and extends shelf life. Waning moon. Best for rest and maintenance. The waning moon, the period after the full moon and before the new moon, is thought to be a time of rest and reflection for plants. This phase is considered suitable for pruning, weeding, and soil maintenance rather than planting new crops. The moon's decreasing energy during this phase is believed to slow growth, making it an ideal time to focus on preparing the soil and ensuring the health of existing plants. The moon's gravitational pull and water retention. One of the key factors influencing crop growth during the moon's phases is its gravitational pull. The moon's gravity affects water in the soil, much like it influences tides. During the new and full moon phases, the moon's pull is stronger, which is thought to increase moisture retention in plants, making it an optimal time for watering and planting. Cultural and historical significance of lunar planting. Lunar planting traditions are deeply rooted in many cultures around the world. Ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians, Babylonians, and Mayans, observed the moon's cycles and aligned their agricultural practices with lunar phases. These traditions have been passed down through generations, and today, many organic farmers continue to follow the lunar planting guide as a way to enhance crop production. Scientific perspective. Is there evidence to support lunar planting? While many farmers swear by lunar planting, scientific research has yielded mixed results. Some studies suggest that the moon's phases may have a subtle effect on plant growth, particularly in relation to water and moisture levels, while others find no significant correlation. The complexity of environmental factors, such as climate and soil conditions, often makes it difficult to isolate the moon's impact on crop growth. Practical application for modern farmers. Even without definitive scientific proof, many farmers continue to use lunar calendars to guide their planting and harvesting schedules. For those interested in experimenting with lunar planting, it's helpful to combine these practices with other agricultural techniques, such as crop rotation, soil testing, and pest management, to ensure optimal crop yields. Conclusion. The ongoing mystery of the moon's influence. The relationship between the moon's phases and crop growth remains a fascinating subject of exploration. While some farmers rely on the ancient wisdom of lunar cycles, others approach it with skepticism. Ultimately, the moon's subtle effects, combined with other factors like soil health and climate, contribute to the complexity of agricultural practices, influencing harvests in ways that continue to intrigue researchers and farmers alike.